If you've clicked on this video, there's a good chance you're a gamer, maybe even an audiophile, which means you probably know these gentlemen. Recently, they took to YouTube and they had a few opinions about gamers and gaming headsets.
This one is not going to get you more kills, and this one's not going to prevent you from getting... None of these will help you. Nothing will help you. If you suck, you're gonna suck.
Let Uncle Clinical tell you the truth. Okay? Very easy one. Very easy one. 90% of you are CMI one. No need to worry about competitive advantage.
お前は
CMI one.
What? But by that logic, what? If I buy the Blessing Dust 2 tomorrow, I'll become Hans Zimmer? We don't always do things to become professionals, become the best at it. We just do things because it's fun, because we get a better experience out of it. And Mr. Forza Horizon, those of us who play esports titles enjoy it more when we have more information. And part of that is listening to footsteps and knowing when that 13-year-old is coming around that corner to one-clip your ass. Now, that being said, all the audiophiles had one thing to agree on.
The Sennheiser Hd6xx.
Hd800S.
Now, Sennheiser Hd800S.
My pick for this is going to be, for the high-end headphone option, is going to be the Sennheiser Hd800S.
This is the Sennheiser Hd800S.
Yeah, I guess if money is no object, the HD800S, sure. Yeah, massive soundstage, pinpoint accuracy, great, fantastic. Like $1,600 plus you need an amp to drive it in. It's just not going to work for a lot of us who are on a budget.
Peasants.
That's okay, because I've got you covered. See, if your budget is, let's say $50 or less, then, and you're going to laugh at this, but bear with me here, this is the Soundpeats H1. Before you click off, that gentleman's already gone. That's okay. For those of you who are still here, you know there's always a reason. Actually, there's 4 reasons why this is actually a really OP gaming headset. First of all, it's Bluetooth, so there are no wires. Long gaming sessions without wires, instant win. Second, it's really comfy for those long gaming sessions as well. Third, it's got low latency mode. The latency is so less that you can't really tell the difference between wireless and wired. And finally, I keep saying long gaming sessions. On gaming mode, this will go on for between 9 and 10 hours. No problems whatsoever. But there's actually one more reason why this is good, and it's because all these audiophiles, in fact, a lot of gamers keep neglecting one entire part of the population, mobile gamers. Do you know why mobile gamers have it good? Because they're actually way ahead of the game. See, this little guy also has a microphone. As opposed to your big ass gaming headset that a PC gamer would use, this little thing, headset, mic, low latency, no wires, one and done solution. It's amazing. Now, as a PC gamer, you can also use these with the microphone, but honestly, because Windows is, how should I say this, poop, it drops the quality to the point where there is no real use. You may as well just use it as a headset, and if you want a microphone, then $10, $20 lavalier mic will do the trick. But let's say you don't want the solution, you want something a little more PC gamery, if you will. Well, you could buy a cheap earbud that comes with an inline mic. For example, the KZ-ZEX Pro, tuned by Mr. Clinical himself. $35, comes with an inline mic, multiple drivers in each, so presumably better sound quality than your Apple Buds. But is it really good for gaming? Well, I have ordered one, it is on its way, and if you hit that subscribe button, we'll find out together because I will be reviewing that. But putting aside the low end and the extreme high end of the spectrum, there's one other thing that multiple people had to say.
Pick a headphone you can afford that feels good to wear for hours and enjoy playing the game.
Use any headphone for gaming.
Oh, use what I have. Thank you. You know what? That's right up there with saying things like, don't be anxious, don't be nervous, don't panic. Oh, I love that one. Oh, thank you very much. You know what? Right up to this moment, I was totally panicking because there's things that actually affect my life that I'm worried about. But now that you said don't panic, I'm just not panicking anymore. Thank you so much. To be fair, I understand where they're coming from. There's 2 things that they're actually talking about here. One is the industry trend of slapping gamer tag on anything and then charging you 5 times the amount. But on the other hand, audiophiles know better than anyone else that finding endgame is... It's an endless game. It's far nicer to be happy and enjoy the content. And I get that. But for those of us who want a little more, who want to see what we can get that'll enhance the gaming experience that little bit, it's not very helpful, is it? But that's okay, because that's where I come in. I got you, fam. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. They're not wrong. You can use whatever you have. But if you want to get the most out of it, okay, come. A little closer. The secret has actually been staring at you through this whole video. EQ. And the best part is you can use it no matter which platform you're on. All you have to do is fix some of the flaws of your headphones. For example, if you have earbuds or headphones that are bass boosted to the point where it's bloated and it's actually muddying the rest of the sound, then just drop everything below, say 200 Hz by a couple of dB and see if that helps. On the other hand, if you've got something like the Sennheiser Hd6xx, which, despite what some people will tell you, is appallingly bad for gaming. It's not good for gaming. Great for music, not good for gaming. If there was only one thing you were to do to help these, anything above 5 kHz, bump it up by, let's say 1.5, maybe 2.5 dB max. Remember, less is more. And then go and play your game. Chances are, footsteps are well into the mix now. They're much more clearly heard and much more pronounced. Not to the point where they get obnoxious, but to the point where they're no longer lost in the mix. And the thing is, I say 5 kHz because anything in the 3.5 kHz range, if you start boosting that, to my ears, they kind of ruin the mids of this. Don't ruin the mids of this. You gotta find a way to balance it out. 5 kHz and up, more footsteps. And here's the thing, right? There's another little secret I'm going to let you in on. In any earphones, earbuds or headphones that have a naturally recessed high frequency, if you bump those highs up, you get soundstage. That's right, free soundstage. I mean, okay, it's not going to sound like an HD800 or anything like that, but it's going to sound like it has a lot more soundstage than when it came out of the box. So now you've got better soundstage, you've got footsteps that you can actually hear, and if you're using one of these guys, okay imaging. Okay, these are not very good. If this didn't have the Sennheiser badge, we'd probably poop all over the imaging of these, but it's good enough that combined with that soundstage, it gets you to the point where, and some of you are not going to like this, where you can no longer blame the headset. Because at the end of the day, all those audio files, they're not wrong. Even Zeos Pantera, who has achieved a level of audio zen that he no longer really talks about sound quality quite often, he had some good points to say. If you want to get better, practice is better. Enjoy what you're doing because there's no end game, not really. But hopefully in this video, I've shown you how to do it on a very small budget and using whatever you have at hand. And of course, if money's no object, you can do whatever the heck you want, so who cares? Okay, now the videos I've been referencing, I will link them down below. You should probably check out the Clinical video. He kind of shits on gamers, but he also gives some seriously good options. In that Antlion mod mic, for example, on one of these makes for, I think, the best combination of gamer headset and audiophile headset. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag can be sponsored, Antlion, if you're. But also the Bad Seat Tech video. There's a guy from Resolved Reviews that actually makes a lot of sense. You should listen to his section. And before you angrily type in the comment section, all of these guys, whenever they put out a video, I watch them regularly as soon as they come out because they're worth listening to. Because they make sense, annoyingly. Stay happy, stay peaceful, stay colorful. Namaste.